Hey guys, so a lot of people want to get involved with Garage Row in Motorsports Avenue, and today I'm going to walk you guys through how that is done. So first things first, you're going to want to be in Studio, and you're going to want to open up a classic base plate. This is going to be your easiest place to create your Garage Row garage. And then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to insert the base model garage, which I sent you in your opening message about Garage Row. So you'll have this garage here, like this, and it's just a basic standardized building. And so when we head down inside of it, I have white walls made for you on the inside. Admittedly, the door and the walls kind of blend, so recommend maybe making a change to the color of the walls. And so you can see I made them all garage inner wall. So you can just select all those and select them and make them some other kind of color that you'd like. So let's say blue garage. Now it looks very dark in here, but in Motorsports Avenue it will not look this dark. It will look much brighter. So don't worry about that. And on the outside, do not make any changes. Do not change the door colors. Do not change the outer wall colors. Do not change the roof colors. But what you can do on the outside is add a sign. So the best way to do that is to create a part, put it up where a sign would go, and then, make the sign as you want to make it. And then you're going to add your decal to it, and you'll want to make that transparent and make sure to anchor this block. Okay. And then we want to make sure it's part of the garage, so we're going to drag it into the garage. And so now that sign will be a part of the garage. Now, the next thing that you're going to want is you're going to want to put some cars in. That's the whole point of Garage Row, showing off cars. So we have the garage car blocks. And the way that these things work is that all these blocks are actually a thing that my game uses to import your car. And so what we want to do is we want to find which car that we want. So for example, I want a modified, and I want to bring that over. And this white decal that you see on here, we want to replace that with my car ID. So for me, I think I come over here and grab my Elite number 10 Alpine Stars, and I put that on. The modified starts out as a dynamic modified, but this is an Elite chassis body, so I would just type Elite in here. And if you aren't sure what you need to type in those, I have a list of what you need to type in each one of these. I realize that this should also say bullet. So yeah, you're just going to find the name of what chassis type you are using, and you're going to put it in here. And that's going to go, like I said, in type. You can change the tire brand, so everything starts out as Hoosier, but you can do Amer Racer like this to get American racers. And then the rim color, you can set it via this color value here, which will open up this menu. And so like if I want black rims, I'd set it like that. And so now this car will actually in-game turn into the modified I want. So what I want to do now is I want to bring it inside of the garage, like so. And then obviously just having the car in here alone doesn't really do a whole lot. So the other thing we can do, so also included in that original message I send out, is a pack of race shop materials. So if you aren't sure what to put in, these are some stuff that a lot of people already use in Garage Avenue. So if you want to feel like kind of everyone else, we have a lift. And the lift is a little bit too high that it actually does kind of reach the roof. So if we want to modify that, we could bring that down and then just bring these down too. And if we wanted the car to seem like it was lift up, we could grab these, and then, lift it up. And then I would put the car on it by bringing it over here, like so. And then I would just move the car up to be on it, like that. Because wherever this block is where the car is going to get spawned. And we just want to make sure that it's lined up to be on it correctly. So, like there. And so now when the car spawns in, it would spawn in as if it was on the lift. We also have like a trophy case that you could put in your shop and put trophies in as you win and get trophies sent to you. We have a little tool bench, tire rack, and then some people also use this car rack. So this car rack would be like, you put a car in here and a car there and a car there. And so the idea is that you can stack more cars inside your shop as you accrue more of them. So you can kind of save them over time. So now that we have all that finished, get rid of all of those. And then remember, we need all these things to come with us to the garage. So just take everything and put them inside the garage. And so you want them inside the garage, and you want to make sure that this anchor piece does not get messed with, because this is what helps orient the garage when it gets into garage row. And so this anchor piece needs to stay here, and it needs to be in the garage chunk. If you don't do this correctly, then your garage won't work right. And so then, once you are done with your garage, like this feels pretty alright as a little basic garage, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do right click on it, do save to Roblox. This whole screen will come up. You want to name it whatever you want to remember what it is. You can add a description if you really want, doesn't really matter. But then you want to turn on distribute on marketplace. And so once you do that and you hit submit, it will upload and you'll have this link. So what you want to do is click the link, and that's going to open up a window of Roblox here. And you're going to want to grab this link and send it to me in the DMs. I will then come along and I will purchase this model from you. And once I tell you I have purchased the model, what you're going to want to do is come back to this link, do configure asset, and then you want to turn off distribute on Creator Marketplace. You want to do this after I say that I've got your model. And what this does is now, let's say I want to make a small change to my place. I don't want the car on the rack anymore. So I bring it down. I would right click, save to Roblox again. But this time I would go to overwrite an existing asset, and I would overwrite the garage. Now, only I have access to this model because I took it, and then if you guys go and turn off distribute on Creator Marketplace, that means no one else has access to this model. So now you can start adding more things to this place and not have to worry about some random person getting something that you've made. And every time you update this existing model, it will go into the Motorsports Avenue game automatically. So you don't have to let me know, like, hey, I updated it. It does it by itself. I have the whole system set up. And just remember to read through the rules list about Motorsports Avenue, because if you do anything that breaks the rules, I will remove your garage, or certain things that you do that break certain rules just won't actually do anything. So for example, if you add something that needs scripts in it, scripts are automatically removed when your model is put in, and this is for security reasons. If I allowed you to insert scripts and I didn't know what they were, you could upload an admin script, you could upload something that actually is able to take the entire map. There's a lot of different things you could do. So for security reasons, when your model gets brought in, it gets put into a safe section. At that point, all scripts are removed, and then your garage is put into the spot it goes. So yeah, just remember to follow the rules, and you should have a perfectly fine garage.